Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fresh Takes Gaming, episode 35, the gaming podcast that brings you fresh takes on everything that's happening in the gaming industry, news, debacles, rumors, game impressions, etc. I am your host, Evan. Joined with me is my co-host, Nick. Nick, how are you doing this evening?
Doing fantastic. What's happening, everybody?
It's been a busy week, man. Been a very busy week. How has your week been?
It's been pretty busy.
Pretty busy. Well,
Yeah.
right? Well, when we talked last week, you were moving shop, and is that good to go? Still in progress? What's going on with that?
It's not. Yeah, tomorrow I have to go in and finish up a little bit of drywall repair, like where we had screws and stuff in the walls. But
sure.
It's just some minor stuff, and then grab like one last load, and that's it. And then now I'm gonna have to like sort through everything and get everything put back together. So.
Okay. All right, man. Well, yeah.
Could be worse. It could be better.
Yeah, that's yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
How's everything going on your end? How's the fam doing?
Fam's doing good. My child had decided yesterday evening to try some acrobatics off mommy and daddy's bed.
Nice.
Against our instruction of her telling her not to, and she has since sprained her hand or wrist area, so keeping an ace bandage around a 4-year-old is trying. And telling her not to put weight on it.
Mildly.
Yeah, so it's been a little crazy in the house today.
It didn't end in stitches though, so that's good.
Yeah, there was no blood, there's no stitches, lots of tears.
Yeah. Of course.
Right. So there's that. I was in North Carolina for work part of the week, for Tuesday and Wednesday, so like the week was just kind of a blur to me, man. Big facts. 100%. Hey, there's Tekken over there. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at Jin in the background.
Overwatch. All right. Oh, bless you, sir.
Thank you.
So it's kind of been the week for me, man. It's been a blur. But you know, it hasn't been a blur. The gaming news. But yeah,
I've been trying to keep up on all the headlines from all of our friends around the globe.
All of our friends. We have so many friends. So many friends from so many different news outlets, bro. So many. We'll mention them, I'm sure, at some, throughout the show.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, again, this is Fresh Takes Gaming Podcast. We're just gonna do some quick housekeeping. We have the 100 subscriber giveaway still going on. Head over to our YouTube channel. So we hit 100 subscribers, we get that vanity link we so badly desire. So you can find us easier in the algorithm and not just random letters and numbers.
Yeah.
So to hit up our YouTube page, you just go to bit.ly/watchftg. You can check out all the podcast episodes there and find the 100 subscriber giveaway video. We'll be giving away merchandise, Fresh Takes Gaming merchandise, Chubby Chow coffee. If you like coffee, Chubby Chow's got you covered.
Bam.
And some game codes. So good all around giveaway. We just need to hit the 100 subscribers. That's all we're trying to do.
Yeah, it's like
we're not trying to hit 10. Not 10K, not 1 million, 100. 100.
Not 50,000 likes. Nothing
right?
crazy.
So that's where we're at with that. That's going on. So please hit that up. Also, we have activated listener support on our anchor.fm page. Anchor.fm is the service we use to host this podcast, uploaded, every week, every other week. And it's pretty awesome service, and they have this listener support thing going on where you can go in and for as little as $1 support this podcast, support the creators you like and the content you like by throwing us a buck or up to $10 per month. And guess what?
What?
We're coming out with tiered rewards for our Anchor.fm supporters.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is this why you wanted all those photos of me?
Maybe. Maybe. So, that could be, that's a high reward right there. It's a high tier reward.
Yeah.
So
calendar time?
Could be. So we're working through the tiered rewards right now. So we're working out what the $1, the $1 supporters are going to get each month, what the $5 supporters are going to get each month, what the $10 supporters are going to get each month, and then we're going to break out the rewards for consecutive months of support. You'll get an
Ooh.
added perk or bonus or item or thing, whatever the case may be there that we decide to do. And we're going to put that all in our Discord. So we'd love to have you in our Discord. The link will be in the description of the video below and in the show notes. So come on, get active with us in our community. We'd love to have you and love to chat with you. And yeah, so that's going to wrap up my rambling about all the housekeeping. And that'll lead us to, what are you playing?
I'm gonna drop the ball so hard it's gonna echo through space and time.
Oh
I
my
have
gosh.
actually literally played nothing this week.
Well, you've been a busy man, and that's completely understandable. That is completely understandable, sir.
Not even phone games, like nothing. Like nothing.
Oh man, no microtransaction lottery, no, no, none of that.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. No, the person, ironically enough, the person that I finally gave my accounts to, I guess she has got them up and running, and she had some good stuff to say about it. So Dark Kink, awesome. I'm glad that they're working for you.
Good deal. Truth be told, I haven't played a whole lot either. Again, I was out of town 2 days this week. And then trying to get show notes together and spend time with the family and stuff like that. So I've still been playing Apex, the new season on Apex, and I've also been playing.
Did you unlock the new character?
Not the newest one. I unlocked one from the previous season, Loba, which is I'm trying to get used to. She's pretty cool. I like her. She has like this little like teleporty bracelet thing. Like she'll throw this bracelet, and like once it lands, you have like a timer cooldown till it teleports you, or you can teleport earlier by clicking the mouse button or on a controller, probably A or X or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then she has a Black Market Ultimate, which the recharge time on that is stupid fast. So basically what it does is you throw it down and your whole squad can run up to it and basically loot in a particular area. All the loot that's located in a particular area is at this market now. And you could like get your guns, your ammo refills, your med packs, all that stuff you need. And dude, the thing recharges stupid fast. So like your whole squad. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Been playing that with her. Also been jumping in some Paladins. It's kind of one of my classic fallback games that I like to play. And I think I mentioned that last show. So just playing that a little bit, but I know a lot of people have been playing some Godfall, which is a newer game, which looks pretty cool. Reviews have been meh from the major news outlets, but then I've seen a lot of friends on Twitter that are like, I don't know what these guys are talking about. I'm having a blast playing it. So it's kind of one of those, It seems like a very polarizing game right now. So between the critics who have rated it versus my friends who have, played it and enjoyed it. So take that for what it's worth.
What I think is funny is that neither of us have played Valhalla.
Yeah. Dude, like part of me, like I want to, right? I really do. But part of me is really hesitating because I enjoyed Odyssey so much. I don't want it to taint my previous experience with Odyssey as an Assassin's Creed game if it ends up being disappointing.
I see what you're saying. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people talk just nothing but good about it. So I want to play it. One, because I love the whole Viking war kind of deal and everything that's about it. I really would love to super check it out. But the part that has me leery is the time thing, because I too loved Odyssey a lot, and I had to do all the stuff in Odyssey, and that's some time.
It is some time. And the thing, one of the criticisms I've heard about this game from YouTube reviews and stuff like that is they have you do like a lot of like mindless side grinding that has nothing to do to carry the story forward. So you're literally, the one guy was like, I'm playing pretty linearly, but I have to go do all this other rigmarole, whatever, to progress the story that has nothing to do with the story. And they're 60 hours in, and they still haven't rolled credits on it yet.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like they tried to do something with you remember in Odyssey where you're either helping out Sparta or Athens take
Yep.
over the different cities.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
So maybe they're trying to kind of like do something like that. Maybe
Yeah. Maybe. It just kind of expanded on that maybe a little too far.
a little bit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Um, but there's that. There's also a game called The Pathless that I'm really interested in. I want to buy it, but I haven't had a chance to yet. I think I may have mentioned it in the last podcast. Um, yeah, it's like it's an kind of an indie. I don't know if it's really a big publisher. I can't remember the studio that's behind it, but it looks pretty cool. So if you get a chance, go on YouTube, check it out. The Pathless, like the art style looks cool, the mechanics look kind of cool, simple but cool. All right. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna hopefully be either getting The Pathless or Godfall at some point to play.
Ooh.
I'm leaning more towards The Pathless, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so that's what's kind of going on with me game wise.
I haven't heard you talk about what was that multiplayer one that you were playing just so much. It was like a third party dev. It was not. It seemed like Fortnite was jacking their stuff with the snowboard and the hang glider and stuff.
Oh, dude! Oh my god, dude! I freaking Ring of Elysium.
Ring of Elysium. That's what it was.
Dude, that game. I love. That was my battle royale of choice.
I know,
for like
man. Like
a
you were
long
about that
time, dude. Like that
and then
was
when we
my
went on
jam.
break, I just didn't hear
That
too
was my
much
jam.
about it.
The game pretty much like it's around, but it's dead, man. Like the US, I try to get on the US servers. Queue time's like 20 minutes to find a match. And then trying to put together just even for solos, like just to put it together like what is it, 40, 60 people I think to play. It's not happening. I don't got time like that to spend in a queue. So I try to hop over to the EU servers and I can get in the match in like within 10 minutes, but the latency is so bad.
Yeah.
Because I'm on EU connected to the EU server, it's just like I don't even know I'm getting hit and then I'm dead on the ground.
Yeah.
So
I finally registered, was already pushing up daisies like 3 minutes ago.
Exactly. So I'm just like, because I still, the game still looks great, still plays great, but the player base and the server queue times have killed it. So I don't know, man, because I actually installed it a couple weeks ago, played 2 matches, and I'm like, nope, I'm done, because I had to connect to the EU service. I'm like, I can't do this, can't do it.
It sucks.
It does, because it was a fun game, dude. That
just popped in my head.
Yeah, because I have a lot of clips on on my YouTube channel, all sorts of stuff from that game, dude. Like I loved that game. Yep. It's so good. But it's the tale of game development, right? Like you can come out the gate hot, but then fizzle out because of a few missteps, and it's donezo.
Yep.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, man? So. So that's that, man. We're going to get into the news of the week. News of the week. I know we talked last week about the whole DMCA thing with Twitch, and we'll touch on that a little bit more. There's some more stuff that's come out. But the latest thing, because apparently Twitch had their GlitchCon over the weekend, and some things came out of that people are not like too keen on. So the first one comes to us from our friends at The Verge.
Man, good people. Love
good
those
people.
Verge peeps.
Right? And it says Twitch is testing multiplayer ads that creators can use to make money. More ads. But this is actually kind of different. Maybe better. We'll see. So they're rolling out something called multiplayer ads in closed beta. The ads are triggered by streamers that all viewers watch. So currently, if you're watching a Twitch stream, the ads are basically targeted, right? Based on Skynet, Facebook, whatever, right? Everything eavesdropping on you.
Whatever intel Alexa has gained.
Right. So, so the streamer actually triggers the ads, and after one of these ads plays, creators can run a poll for their viewers that awards the streamer bits depending on how many viewers participate. And bits is Twitch's like in-stream currency. You can purchase X amount of bits.
Yep.
So the quote from a Twitch spokesperson is, "In true Twitch spirit, we want our creators and fans to have the opportunity to experience everything together and support their favorite creators along the way." So also Twitch has been tinkering with ads a lot this year between just, well, like September and now. The company has gone from testing unskippable mid-roll ads. So that got me, man. That killed it for me. I was watching someone play Warzone, right? And they're in like final circle, putting in some work, and then all of a sudden mid-roll ad, like middle of the stream. I'm seeing something for I don't even remember now. I was like, are you kidding me?
Old Naval. Oh, Old Navy.
Yeah, it could be Old Navy ad, right? Go get your jeans.
God damn it.
So, dude, it was ridiculous, man. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? And then also they did a thing where if you have an ad blocker installed, they implement some stuff that would break that. Like, oh, you want to continue watching the stream and support your creator, disable your ad blocker. And you couldn't get around it, basically.
Can't stand it.
Dude, but this one, I don't know, man. So let's see if so these new ads will benefit creators more directly, presumably at higher rates than traditional targeted ads. Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. Like, that's how come I got into streaming or watch streaming or any of that. Like, why I do YouTube, why I do anything with streams is because I don't want the fucking ads. I already pay for a service. I don't want the damn commercials. Like, I don't. I despise it. It pisses me off. It takes me to a dark place. So if Twitch is going that route, I'm going to watch even less than I do now. I'm all good.
Yeah. I feel you, man. I feel you on that. Yeah, I mean, I like that they're putting the control in the streamer's hands.
Yeah.
That's nice. But it's still like, and I like the fact that it's not targeted, like the streamer gets to choose what everybody sees. So there's some perks there, right? I think it's a minor step in the right direction.
I guess you could go the route of, because there's times where you got to go like take
favorite
a leak
game.
or go to
favorite
smoke.
Game.
Yeah,
favorite game right there.
Game that haunts my nightmares. But there are times that you got to take a break during a stream, right?
Sure. If you go and take a pee break or go get a drink, roll the ad.
Yeah, maybe that's when you tell people like, hey man, like just to kind of support the channel, I'm gonna roll the ad while I go grab something to snack. Feel free to mute if you want to, like whatevs, man. But
right. So like you could time it instead of having like a be right back, screen up in OBS, you just hit the ad and run out real quick, take a leak, whatever. So maybe could be something.
I don't know. I guess you could do devil's advocate with that.
Right.
Break it up a little bit.
Sure. But yeah, so that's what's going on there. And segue, more Twitch coming from our friends at Dexerto. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Dexerto, man, I haven't talked to those dudes in age. What's up?
Right? I mean, our boy Michael G. William, or Michael Gwilliam, as some people call him in the business.
Williams,
Yeah, MG for short. Yep. Right? So this article states Twitch's DMCA rules, as we touched on last week, the DMCA apocalypse. Twitch's DMCA rules are completely ruining in real life streams.
Such a good game. It's a damn good game.
Right?
Persia?
Right there. Audio listeners, I have a rotating wallpaper of video games going on one of my displays in the background. So when I said that's your favorite game to Nick earlier, it was pointing to Cuphead. And then we just had Prince of Persia 1, and that was my jam right there on Xbox 360 or Xbox One.
Right?
Asura's Wrath, man. That game was my jam. Love that game. But anyway, back to Twitch's DMCA eroding in real life streams, y'all. So basically, it says Twitch has been under fire for weeks now. More streamers fall victim to DMCA takedowns, resulting in suspensions from the platform. Yes, we know that. So while Twitch advised streamers to stop playing licensed music while broadcasting, they even went as far as to suggest muting gameplay if music is being played. Mentioned that last week.
Yeah.
They put out some tweets. Oh, we'll just turn off the game audio if your game allows it. So with all these warnings and stuff, so in real life streamers are feeling the heat. In fact, some broadcasts are being ruined because they're afraid of getting hit by DMCA strikes if music plays in the background. Case in point, we had Twitch star Nimp Lol. That's what I'm going to say. Nimp Lol was shopping at a Whole Foods, but had an epiphany before he could even buy anything. He said, "Oh my God," he realized there's music in the ceiling. It's in the ceiling, man. It's in the ceiling. Yeah. So someone else chimed in and started wondering if this meant they had to leave the building, and he said, "I think we do." So the two ended up leaving the store and putting the stream on pause. Once outside, Nimplol dug into the issues with streaming now. It might be GG's, this is a quote, it might be GG's with the music, he sighed, unless we go outside like hiking or something, but when it comes to going any place, I say we wait a couple months until this DMCA stuff gets resolved or something changes, really.
Yep.
So, and then another streamer, Jake and Bake, posted a tweet about his copyright takedown strike that he received. He says, "This is a 30-second clip from 2.5 years ago. It was from an outdoor in real life stream. I probably passed by a shop or was in a place that was playing the song in the background. I'm now in danger of losing everything." It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He said, Jake and Bake said he's in danger of losing his channel because a Kanye West song played when he passed by a shop or was in a place that was playing the song in the background.
Goddamn Kanye strikes again.
Kanye, man. Twitch, man. I don't know. I
don't know if there's any easy way around this. Like, there's a lot of implications that are there that are scary. We talked about that last week, but
like,
I really do hope there's some kind of resolution, but there's some kind of middle ground where all parties can be satisfied.
Right. So with in real life streams, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have no control over what is playing at a store or outside in like outdoor dining area, seating area, or anything like that. So from normal for non in real life streamers, right? People that sit down, game stream, stuff like that, and are like deliberately queuing up the music they have in their Spotify or whatever playlist and playing that. Excuse me. That's different than an in real life streamer that's just happenstance walking by and
through the
gets
mall or something.
Right.
Yep.
So I feel more for the in real life streamers that are getting hit with this than the regular content creators that are sitting down gaming and doing stuff like that and just deliberately playing it, because there's intent, right? There is no intent behind these in real life streamers that are just, I'm going grocery shopping and I'm going to stream it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
I agree.
Not a good look, but you know, it is a good look. You can buy your affiliate status on Twitch now.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Sweet. What is it for affiliate now? Is it 50 or 100?
50 followers. This is in a 30-day period. It's 50 followers, 3 concurrent viewers during your stream time for those 30 days, and then there's some other ones too, some other little metrics. You have to stream for like X amount of hours in the month and X amount of days in the month.
Okay. Or I could pay.
Or come on down to buy one get one Twitch affiliate. No. So apparently this is all coming around. This is from Kotaku article. Monster Cat, which is the radio, Monster Cat music radio, outlined a new program in a post on its website. If streamers subscribe to Monster Cat Gold for $5 per month, they now gain access not only to the library of songs they can play during their streams, but also to Twitch affiliate status. So you pay $5, to get music you can play on your stream from Monster Cat, and you basically buy your access to now earn money on Twitch, to monetize yourself on Twitch as an affiliate rather than earning it.
Mm-hmm.
Full disclosure, I do stream on Twitch here and there. It's not a set schedule thing for me. I have yet to hit affiliate status. I have the followers, but I do not have the concurrent viewers. That's okay. Because I sure as hell am going to pay for it. I don't.
Right.
Some people, this might be attractive to them. I don't see how, because you're basically paying to be monetized for a community you don't have to that's there to monetize you. Right? Like, you're paying for affiliate status. Okay, I got affiliate status. People can subscribe to me. But you haven't built the community or the grind or the haul to have people in your stream that want to subscribe and monetize, help you make money. So,
agreed.
I think it's just an empty. It's empty. It's a cat. I think it's a cash grab. It's empty. I think it's just bad, man. It's just bad. Just does not feel good to me. But some people may want that. Maybe they do.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they'll have a very devout following of like 10 people, and cool.
Yep.
And those 10 people want to subscribe to them each month. Okay, cool. Maybe it's for those folks, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe it's more for the Monster Cat kind of access.
Maybe. Hard to say.
I don't know.
So right here helps if I read a little bit further. So before this year, the only way to become an affiliate was to unlock it by having at least 50 followers, 500 total minutes broadcast time, an average of 3 or more concurrent viewers, which I was right on, and streaming on 7 different days. Okay. In a 30-day window.
Yeah.
But I guess this like being an affiliate is great. You can monetize on Twitch and stuff, but with everything going on right now, like, is this the platform you really want to be on? Like,
yeah, right?
They're the only game in town. But let's be fair, the only game in town aside from YouTube streaming.
Is Periscope still up? Is that still a thing? Periscope? Well, you got Facebook Gaming. Facebook Gaming is a little bit bigger.
But everybody hates Facebook. Like,
but everybody still has an account. Like,
you're 100% right. It's crazy, right? Like, it's the one thing everybody has, but they hate it.
Uh-huh.
But they don't go to it to watch game streams. They go to see their friends posting pics of their kids or family members or stuff like that. Like, when I go to Facebook app on my phone, which is not too often, gaming is not on my mind. Like, I don't know. Like, Facebook and gaming, I'm just like, nah.
I get it. Just because we don't prescribe to it doesn't mean that it's a valid source. It's not a valid source. I don't either. I despise Facebook. I hate being on it, but my company's on it. That's where I get a lot of my business from.
No, sure. No, yeah, dude. I mean,
it's still viable.
yeah. You're right. I mean,
anyways.
I've struggled.
I don't know.
I've struggled with the whole Facebook thing with making a page for the podcast on there, right? Because it's like,
you gotta do it.
I don't want to do it, but a friend of mine, who's starting his own business, and getting the groundworks going on that. Shout out to my buddy Jonathan, starting Creators Cosmos. Yeah, I was talking to him today. And it's all about content creation and the gear content creators need. He's trying to build a business that caters to that. So he's like, "Hey man, have you made the Facebook page yet?" I was like, "Oh God, I don't want to, bro."
I know I probably need to.
I know I probably need to, right? So there's that. But yeah, so there's YouTube. YouTube, I don't really YouTube
I don't know
is
about Periscope
confusing.
anymore. Periscope is the thing.
Yeah, Periscope I haven't heard for in forever. Or
Snapchat, they started doing a lot of live stuff too. Same with Insta.
yeah, but
And I don't see, like, I see that being like IRL streaming or
yeah, sure.
that kind of stuff, like lifestyle stuff.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I don't know if there, I don't know. I'm not saying that there isn't. I'm just saying I don't know if there'd really be a gaming market there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
True. Yeah. Anyway, but we got off topic there. Imagine that.
Yep.
So you can buy affiliate status now with your Monster Cat Gold subscription.
Right.
But yeah. So moving on. Speaking of buying things and streaming things, terrible segue. I got nothing. Fortnite is getting in-game video chat. So this is kind of interesting to me.
Yeah.
I didn't know this until I read it, but apparently Epic acquired a video chat app called House Party last year. I didn't even know that happened.
Okay.
So I've heard of House Party before during the whole like COVID boom. Like people were like, oh, use House Party for your video calls, whatever, like Zoom and all that other shit. Didn't know Epic bought them. And now Epic is implementing basically House Party in game. Fortnite.
Bad idea.
So when you squat up, you and your buddies, look like the Brady Bunch. With all this crazy stuff. This comes just from The Verge. So the feature is powered by House Party, a chat app that Epic acquired last year. In order to utilize it, you'll need to link your Epic and House Party accounts. Don't have a House Party. Blah, blah, blah. Words are hard. I do not have a House Party account, so won't be using that. You can enable a Fortnite mode in the app. When this happens, you can create a party of friends, and their live feeds will be displayed on the left-hand side of the screen as you play the game. You can party up to 10 people in the app, though only 4 will appear in Fortnite. So this means you'll need a few pieces of hardware to make things work. In addition to a PC or PlayStation for the game itself, you also need to have a House Party. House Party running on an iOS or Android device to serve as your camera. It may sound a bit clunky, but Epic says House Party users are already doing it, and this is simply an attempt to streamline the process. Yeah, I'm not cool. I'm not.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a horrible idea. We already get in enough trouble with just being able to do text chats and voice chats to each other in game. It sounds like the beginnings of Omegle meets Fortnite. Or like
Omegle meets Fortnite. Like, oh my god, that's hilarious. That's too funny, dude. Omegle.
There's going to be a ton of just naked, drunk gamer dudes. I'm good. It's so good. I don't play the fucking game anyways, and I'm glad I don't play it now.
Yeah, facts. Facts. But you know what? Let's shine a bright spot on 2020 for a second. Because we are big fans of marketing and gimmicks and smart things.
Yep.
That's been pretty much cemented on this show. So Bud Light, our friends at Bud Light.
Oh, Buddy D.
Buddy D. Made a video game console that also cools 2 beers. And I kind of want one. Yep. This comes to us from our friends at The Verge.
Verge, man. Dude,
yeah. So, excuse me.
Remind me, what's the name of this amazing hardware?
So Anheuser-Busch created a video game console called the BL6. It has 16 gigabytes of memory and 6 games, including Tekken 7 and Soul Calibur 6. It has a built-in Asus projector. It has the form factor of a 6-pack of beer. It looks amazing. If you all could, you know what? I'm going to drag this over for a second. My camera's going to be all
what is it?
crazy.
What?
BL6. So just so our video viewers on YouTube can see this, I'm dragging this over. Look at this. right there.
Hold it up myself.
Look at this going over my face. BL6. There it is. I put it over Nick's face.
Half projector,
Look at
half
that.
gaming
That
console.
looks amazing. I so want this in my life. So, yeah. And I mean, it's playing pretty aggressive titles, man. Like,
yeah, I was
Soul Calibur 6, Tekken 7.
It's impressive that it's a little 6-pack looking deal.
Yeah. And of course, guys,
projector, huh?
Yeah, it has a built-in Asus projector. I mean, you just grab your 6-pack and go. So, yeah, that's I'm kind of not mad at that. I kind of like this. I kind of like this a lot. But
I'm looking.
You can't find it anywhere, but it's going for auction for $1,000. The writer of the article says, beer companies, if you're reading this, please make more dumb stuff like this. It's good for morale. I feel that. I totally feel that. Yeah, I mean, you have you just plop it down, it projects on a wall.
Entrepreneur, it's in PC Magazine.
Dude, it's all over the place, man. This is amazing.
I'm just trying to find the price of this son of a bitch.
Well, you can't get it. You can only find it for auction now for $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So you plop it down, house party. I got my projector, got my games.
Okay, wait. I found a ditty.
Okay.
Since Bud Light indeed plans to sell a small number of these systems as charity auctions on shopbeergear.com. So yeah, it looks like it's all auction. 6 of them. There's a 6-pack of 6-packs. Am I reading that right? No, it's a small number, so it's not exact. So cool. That's cool. I don't drink anymore, but if I did,
yeah, that'd be it. That'd be the ticket right there, man. Yeah. But yeah, like always, or if you want to see what the picture of this looks like, it'll be in the show notes, which will be in the description of the video below, and also on the notes on the actual audio podcast as well. So definitely go check that out. It's good. It's a feel good thing to see for 2020 for sure. But you know what else is a feel good thing? I'm lying. It's not a feel good thing.
Yeah, it's about to be like opium.
Yeah. A WoW designer quits after 13 years. Says he's unhappy with the state of the game. This comes to us from PC Gamer.
It's a game.
Yeah. So, game designer Chris Kaleki was an employee of Blizzard for 13 years, and in that time he worked on World of Warcraft PvP, class design, and its Ashran zone, among others. He's been there so long, he's got 2 characters and an item named after him in the game.
Damn.
Yeah. So that's an achievement right there. But this year, he left Blizzard, and in a 15-minute video posted on YouTube, there's a link to that obviously in the article, he explains why. And here's a quote. For a while now, probably too long, I've just been unhappy with the state of the game. Noting that the addition of Classic highlighted the differences between its vision and that of the modern game, which he describes as a little muddled. A little muddled. An example he gives is the changing importance of guilds. I think in Classic WoW, the guild's a big deal, he says. To do anything at endgame, you really need to be in a guild. What this does is it creates interdependence among players where they really need each other in order to be successful. And I think this can feel really restrictive at times, but ultimately what it really does is it creates cohesion, it creates community. I agree with that. I played WoW. I don't know if you ever played WoW, but for a while
I didn't. Well, I played Warcraft 2.
Okay.
Which was RTS, but I never played World of Warcraft.
So I had
just for the record, I hate most games that fucking make me go into a guild. I go solo almost every game I play.
One man wolf pack.
No, I know. Yeah, right. Team Lobo over here. No, I don't know. I've just never been into the guild hype stuff. Like what was that one game? Monster Hunter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Monster Hunter. They try to push you into doing group and kind of like all that shit. Beat the whole damn game by myself. It took forever. to grind that gear in order not to get my ass kicked every 2 seconds.
Well, good
and
for
a plethora of potions, but I really don't.
okay.
I just don't gel with other people too much. I don't know.
Hey,
You know,
I feel you, man. I feel you.
I'm salty.
I see that. I see so much salt right now. Pour some salt out for our homie right here. So I played World of Warcraft for many years. I was kind of addicted to it. Obviously, this took place before marriage, and I was a single man. And I had to stop because I was spending so many hours locked in that game. But yeah, the guild was an important thing because you wanted to do end game content and raids and stuff like that to really get that good gear. Yeah, you needed to be in a guild, pretty much. So you had the numbers to pull in. Like there'd be 20 mans, 40 mans, you know. Yeah. So you needed that roster, really.
Anytime I talk about great guilds and raids and anything like that with Warcraft, I always think about Leroy Jenkins. I love that clip. That shit makes me laugh every time.
It's classic, man. You can't. I mean,
it is.
It's fantastic.
God damn it, Leroy.
So, basically, it says in reducing the importance of guilds for the sake of those who want to experience WoW solo or don't want to have to deal with bossy guild leaders, a focus on players has been lost. He argues, and replaced by a focus on NPCs and their story. Quote: Warcraft and WoW has always had a story, he says, but lately I think in the modern game, the story is just a bigger part of it. The characters and all their own dramas really soak up a lot of air in the game, whereas I think in a virtual world, in an MMO, really the players are the story.
Well, I can see both. And I don't know, just because I'm not a fan of that stuff, I have been in guilds that are really awesome, like that one that I was playing on Age of Z Origins. Like that was a guild-based game, and that was a lot of fun. I went off and made my own guild and was doing my own thing, and that was fun. But I don't know. It's like being in a team on Fortnite to me.
Okay.
I land and I expect that we're all going to work towards, trying to help each other out and divvy up gear that we find, and that is not the case.
Really happens
Everybody
that way.
tries to. It's like trying to play fuck your buddy while trying to fight another team, and I can't do it, man. I hate that shit so much. We lost. Well, no shit. Maybe if you'd have let me get some of the bandages, like I don't know, anytime I would have been able to heal up a little bit, you dick. So I don't know. It's just.
Tell me how you really feel about Fortnite.
I fucking hate it. Yeah, well, it's not just Fortnite.
But it's all, yeah.
Yeah, any FPS team-based game is like that. And I don't know why. Like, I understand the importance of team, and I think that's just because I'm older.
Yeah.
Like, instead of two people being super amazing, if we balance out the gear across everybody, we'd have a better chance. Like, I don't know. That's just like common sense to me. But
facts.
It fucking pisses me off, so I don't blame.
That's fair. Okay. All right. You steer clear of it. That's fair.
Go back to Minecraft. Fuck you guys.
Right. So we've talked about Dark Souls and Demon Souls and that whole thing. We touched on it last week.
Dark Souls looks beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, the new Demon Souls. Yeah, the new Demon Souls looks
Demon Souls,
beautiful on the PS5.
Gorgeous.
But did you know it almost had an easy mode added to it?
I might have played it then.
Yeah, but that kind of makes it not a Souls game at that point. That is like part of the experience. Yeah. So
it's crying yourself to sleep with tears of blood. Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah. So apparently, despite this easy mode being discussed internally by the team, this comes to us from IGN also, by the way, is what I meant. IGN, by the way, because we haven't had another article from them yet. So despite being discussed internally by the team, it was ultimately something the developer decided not to further pursue, and that's why an easy mode or anything resembling an easy mode is not present in the game today. Quote, the project remakes the work of another development team. While we've made some changes, our core driving mantra has always been to preserve the spirit and intent of the original creators. While we considered and discussed an easy mode, we ultimately decided it wasn't our place, merely being custodians for this amazing game. To add something that would fundamentally alter its balance. I agree with that. I respect that. So that's the developers doing the remake saying, we have mad respect for the folks that made the original. We're not going to futz with that. And I respect that.
Yeah.
I wish Hollywood would take a couple cues and with some of the IPs that I grew up with. Yeah. Basically. Yeah. So we're about to break it down, man. I'm cutting 2 other minor stories out. We're not going to touch them because it's not really big stuff, because we have bigger fish to fry, and that is the Game Awards nominees.
Game Awards nominees.
Every year, the Game Awards happen, and they give out awards. And we've done this before. I think back in home, cheese was 2018, maybe. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Time is a flat circle. So, in full disclosure, Nick and I have not played every game on this list in all the categories. So our picks, and we're not going to go through every category, but our picks for a particular category may only be because we played one game out of that category and we liked it. Yeah. So take our opinions with a heavy grain of salt, because 1, we haven't played every game on this list in every category, and 2, well, we didn't have the money to buy every game on this list in every category.
Just making it rain.
Just big facts, right? Just keeping it fresh. That's what we do. Keep it fresh. We got mouths to feed.
Yeah.
Right? So let's start. We'll get to our game. We'll start at the bottom of this list and work our way to the top, ending with Game of the Year. So at the bottom. Okay, best esports host, don't care, not doing it. Best esports event, don't care, not doing it. Best esports team. Sorry, we're not an esports podcast for gaming. Sorry, there's plenty of those out there. We don't really follow esports. Sorry, guys. I know there's a big fan base out there for esports. I love you all dearly, but I don't follow it. Nick doesn't follow it.
No.
So we're just saying we don't care. We don't care because we can't give you an honest opinion and do a correct, due diligence on this. So gonna skip over the esports. Best esports game. Might be able to touch on this because they have Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Fortnite, League of Legends, and Valorant.
See, I would probably go for LoL, League of Legends.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's huge. Like, figuring out how to play that game has always impressed me.
I tried.
People that put in the time in order to learn what characters work with what, and like learning how all that kind of works. Like being able to, in a fraction of a second, decide how their DPS is going to rate with their team and stuff. Like I think that's amazing.
Oh yeah.
It's so many people to pick from. I think Counter-Strike it's been around so long with that engine. It's pure skill to play that game.
That's kind of what I'm leaning towards is Counter-Strike, because that is like, you have to have like twitch reflex, quick scoping down, like
it's insane.
Yeah, I can't hang in that game. So we're gonna go with Counter-Strike. We want to give it to Counter-Strike. Our pick, Counter-Strike.
I'll give it to Counter-Strike.
All right. Content Creator of the Year, presented by Adobe, because hashtag sponsored by Adobe, apparently the Game Awards are, or this category. So we have Valkyrie, J. Ann Lopez, Tim the Tatman, Nick Merckx, and Alana Pierce. I don't watch. I've watched 3 out of these 5 people. And I like Alana Pierce. Because she, in the YouTube videos and stuff I've watched, I haven't really caught her streams. I'm just merely going off YouTube stuff and VODs, more often than not. She seems very genuine to me. Now granted, she came from games industry media before. She kind of branched out and kind of like started doing her own thing with content creation. So she has a lot of insight, which is really good. because from working in the games industry for so long. So with me, and I like Tim the Tatman, but Tim the Tatman, like, I haven't watched enough of his content to really say
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't have a ton in this list.
If I had to pick one, it's probably gonna be Alana. That's just
nice.
And she's
If
Australian.
they would have put
Bonus
Manners
points for
up
the
there,
accent.
I'd have gone for Manners.
There you go. Best debut game. We're not going to touch on that because I have not played any of them. A lot of people I see playing Phasmophobia, but
oh yeah, I've heard nothing but horror stories of that game.
Yeah,
in a good way. It's doing its job.
Exactly. Best multiplayer game: Animal Crossing: New Horizons, Among Us, Call of Duty Warzone, Fall Guys, and Valorant.
Ooh.
Me. Whoopsie. Uh-oh. I thought I had that silenced. Oh, gosh.
I would probably say Among Us or Fall Guys.
So mine was going to be Fall Guys. So, sorry about that, guys. As you may or may not know, I'm diabetic and I have an insulin pump, and it got angry at me for a second. So that's what that was. Pardon the intrusion of the alarm going off. Everything is just dandy, though. It's just persnickety at times.
Persnickety.
So, yeah, for me, Fall Guys, because to me it was a breath of fresh air from all the other FPS type multiplayer games, and just like,
it's just fun.
It's just fun. It's just fun, mindless fun, right? So,
yep.
Best sports or racing game. I don't play sports games or racing games much, so can't really speak to that. Skipping over that. Best family game: Animal Crossing, Crash Bandicoot 4, Fall Guys, Mario Kart Live, Minecraft Dungeons, or Paper Mario.
Ooh.
I know my pick.
I'd probably still go with Fall Guys. So I can play that with my 8-year-old or my 13-year-old or my old lady and still have a good time. You know what I mean?
This is true. So when we're thinking about family game, I guess I will have to give the Fall Guys. I was initially going for Minecraft Dungeons, but
that game gets damn hard, man.
I played that by myself, right? I've played Fall Guys with my daughter, so so that means family game. So Fall Guys, yep, for that one. Didn't play any fighting games. Best role playing game: Final Fantasy VII Remake, Genshin Impact, Persona 5 Royal, Wasteland 3, and Yakuza Like a Dragon.
I would say Yakuza Like a Dragon, and the only reason I'm picking that over Final Fantasy VII is how they marketed 7. Because instead of putting out that it was going to kind of be an episodic deal, they were going to portray it that it was going to be the whole game. So when stuff kind of stopped at their Midgar, it really turned off a lot of the fans. So they kind of fucked a lot of their fans. And I can't get behind that. So
facts. Okay. I can respect that. For me, Genshin Impact.
Really?
Yeah. It's basically free to play Breath of the Wild. And I'm on board with that. And I've enjoyed playing it so far. So I need to hop back into it, but I have enjoyed it. For a free to play game, big fan.
Nice.
Okay. Best action adventure game: Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, The Last of Us Part 2. I'm torn between two of those.
I think it's weird to put Valhalla in there. Valhalla just
it hit that deadline. Like, they have a deadline for it, and it just hit that deadline.
Interesting.
Yep.
See, I would say Jedi the Fallen Order I think is cool because it's actually a Star Wars game that isn't a money grubber. And what was the last one? What was the last one again? I'm sorry.
Last of Us Part 2.
Last of Us Part 2 is pretty awesome. It's a pretty amazing game. Like, the stuff they did with the story also kind of work some magic. So
Mm-hmm.
without getting all spoilery, so I
Right.
don't know. I'd go with Last of Us Part 2.
Okay. I didn't play Last of Us Part 2, so I'm going to go with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Because
Nice.
that was, I still haven't beat it, but what I've played of it so far, man, I'm just like, fun, good adventure game, a nice level of difficulty, right? It doesn't like put you in on
Has
easy
those
mode.
platform
Yep, with some platform
yeah.
stuff. Yep. So, your Last of Us Part 2, I'm Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order for Best Action Adventure Game. Best Action Game. I'm gonna list them, and we both are just gonna be like, we know the answer. Best Action Game: Doom Eternal, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, Neo 2, Streets of Rage 4.
Streets of Rage.
Yeah, Streets of Rage
Like
4 came out. That's a pull. It seems like a pull, but Streets of Rage 4 seems like
Yeah, I
yeah,
played it. I actually it was on Game Pass. I played
yeah.
it. Um, it just seems weird to have that one in there when you're talking about like Doom
And
and yeah, I'm
Doom
thinking Doom.
Eternal and Doom. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's just call it what it is. It's Doom.
yeah,
Best Action Game goes
yeah.
to Doom. I don't have a VR AR setup, so I can't really say
Yeah,
best
I don't
VR
know. Yeah, I
AR.
can't talk to Alex. It's talking
Um,
once again going like Streets of Rage 4 against Alex,
right,
an Oculus adventure.
right.
Okay, whatever.
Um, so innovation and accessibility. So I don't know enough about what these titles have done in accessibility to really speak to it, but maybe you do. I do not.
Is Grounded on there?
Yes.
I would go with okay. I would probably pick them because it's the first time I've ever seen a game do it, and say what it is. First time I've ever seen a game do it, and they're catering to people that have a phobia. So
Okay.
you can actually switch stuff on, and depending on how phobic you are, and it's arachnophobic. So depending on how arachnophobic you are, you can trim down how the spiders look. So you can take it down to where their creepy legs aren't there, so you're just kind of fighting the torso and the head.
Okay.
Or if it like really messes with you, you can go to the head, or you can take them completely out of the game altogether.
Oh wow.
So that way you don't have to play with that and have that kind of stressor because they want everybody to be able to enjoy the game. But they know that their game includes a lot of bugs, literally bugs, not bugs like shitty
Right.
playability. But,
Right. Not
so
not
they
Avengers.
have that option that you can take the spiders out of it.
That's really cool. I didn't know that.
My son found that feature, and I was like, "What?"
That's pretty.
And we
That's
started
that's
checking.
cool.
I was like, "Oh."
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. That's
I
really
think
cool.
having the legless spiders is actually worse than just taking them all the way out or having them in. I think just pick one. The
Yeah.
legless ones fuck with me.
It's a whole other phobia.
Yeah,
I have a phobia of
yeah.
legless
It's
spiders.
a whole different phobia right there. Legless phobia, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, moving on from that, we're gonna go to best community support. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Fall Guys, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, and Valorant.
I think it's funny that they put Destiny on fucking community support, but whatever. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I don't have a pony in that race, so whatever.
I'm gonna give this to Apex. I think Respawn's done a pretty not great, but pretty good job of communicating and keeping with their community on this. So,
Okay.
best mobile game. You're a mobile game player.
Okay.
We have Among Us, Call of Duty Mobile, Genshin Impact, Legends of Runeterra, Pokemon Cafe Mix.
I don't know. I don't want to see an FPS game just because FPS on a cell phone to me is sacrilege. But I don't know. It's just me. I don't know. I don't know what I'd pick in that category. I'd probably go with Among Us.
I'd say that's fair. I'd go with Among Us too. Best indie, which we love indies.
I do. I love the
We do
shit
love
out of
if we
these.
love some indies. Carrion, Fall
That's a fun
Guys,
game.
Hades, Spelunky 2, Spiritfarer.
Spelunky's a fun game. Those are fun games. It's like Dig Dug, just like
Right.
Big Brother, you know.
Yeah.
But Carrion was an awesome game. I haven't quite beat it yet. I've gotten most of the upgrades and stuff. I'd have to go with Carrion because the story is pretty well put together,
Okay.
and there's a lot of little mechanics in there that are affected by the size of your parasite thing.
Okay, I was about
So
to
you
say
have
that's
to
the one
kind
where you're
of
like with like amoeba parasite thing that's like latching
giant
onto
blob
stuff.
thing.
Yeah.
Yep. And you're like eating everybody. It's really awesome.
Okay.
You're the bad
I
guy.
I don't want to keep giving it to Fall Guys, but because I know I have a feeling I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I have it. Hades is gonna be like the winner for me because from what I've
Yeah.
watched, from what I know, I'm like this has me written all over it. So I'm gonna give it to Hades.
Okay.
Best ongoing game: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, No Man's Sky.
Did they take Warframe out of there?
Warframe didn't even get a nomination, bro.
That's
That's a shame, right?
that's fucked up. That's not even cool. I got some choice words about that, but
I mean, I don't know who puts these nominees in. I don't know if it's voted on or what, but
who are you picking?
I gotta go with Apex, man.
Yeah.
Just because I've played so much of it. Like that's
Yeah.
kind of one of my fallbacks and go-tos now. I just enjoy playing it for the most part. There's sometimes I get a little triggered, but that's with any game.
Yeah.
I would give Call of Duty Warzone that, but they have yet to do anything about the massive amount of cheating going on in that game. Aimbots, glitch hacks, all that stuff. Just they have refused since it's pretty much come out to fix any of it. At least in my mind, it's so prevalent and absurd at this point. I'm just like, you shouldn't get awarded anything for Warzone because you have refused to fix the issues going on in there.
Yeah, I would probably actually agree with you on this one with Apex because all the people that I know that play battle royale kind of games and stuff like that, they haven't put Apex down yet. Whether or not they're like avidly playing every day, they still go back to it and they're playing it. So there's some kind of drive there. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Cool. Next one. Games for Impact. If Found, Kentucky Route Zero, Spiritfarer, Tell Me Why, Through the Darkest of Times.
I haven't played any of those.
Mine's gonna go to Tell Me Why. That was I didn't get play through it all, but before I played, I was like, this is pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. It's about a brother and sister or sister. It gets funny because one of them's trans. Because one of them's trans. So it's again.
We'll just go with they.
Pardon my ignorance. And that's one of the reasons I played it. I was like, I'm not familiar with this subject matter, right? It just in my circle, in my, my immediate, slice of life, I'm not familiar with this. So I wanted to use the game as a way to get kind of educated in a way about it. And I enjoyed it. Right? From what I didn't finish it. Like I do most games, I don't get a chance to finish it. But it was good storytelling. It was very good to see perspectives, right? So that's why I'll give it to that. Tell Me Why. Moving on. Best audio design. Doom Eternal, Half-Life Alyx, Ghost of Tsushima, Resident Evil 3, Last of Us Part 2.
I would probably go with Doom. And it's just because of the soundtrack, man. The soundtrack, everything about that game is just so visceral. From ripping somebody's face out, breaking somebody's arms, you're like, oh God, like you can feel it.
Dude,
so good.
It's perfection. Which leads us to the next one. Best score in music. Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and The Last of Us Part 2. Doom Eternal. I'm sorry, I love Mick Gordon. I love Mick Gordon.
Such a Doom whore.
He is a mastermind. Best Art Direction, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and Last of Us Part 2. For me, it's Ori.
See that it's such a big story on like whites, purples, and blacks. And I'm trying to think of like all the different color schemes. I think I'd have to go with Ghost of Tsushima because that game visually is really stunning.
Okay, fair. Moving on, scrolling up a little bit, and we'll just scroll all the way ahead to the game of the year, the biggest one, the one you want our fresh take on.
Fresh takes.
Game of the year for Fresh Takes Gaming. And here are the nominees: Animal Crossing: New Horizons, Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, and The Last of Us Part 2.
Damn, they're popping up in a lot of cats.
You might want to check out Hades, bro.
Yeah, no, and I'm trying to remember it, and I think I kind of do.
It's a roguelike. So kind of Dead Cells-ish in a way.
Yeah, I keep thinking of Dead Cells is what's popping in my head. And I don't know, I'll have to check it out. But I'm not going to go with Final Fantasy for the aforementioned reason. I probably won't pick that.
Yep.
I haven't played the DLC for Doom yet, so I feel like that could kind of make or break that for me for this list.
Okay.
I think my big thing anytime I think about video games in general and best game of the year is just how many people did it bring together? How many people did it make their day better? Or like for escapism reasons or just whatever. Sure. So I think I'd have to pick Animal Crossing, man.
Bravo. Good for you. Bravo, man. All right.
Because cross platforms, you know, it's put a lot of smiles on people's faces. And their Doom song with the little puppy girl is hysterical.
There you go. All right. It's gonna be Doom Eternal for me because it put a smile on my face for many hours.
Yes.
You know, that was my escape. I would rip and tear some demons, and it was good times.
Mm-hmm.
And the story was good. It was a good story, man.
Horrid.
And they upped the ante with the platforming in it and the new mechanics, and I was just like, this is. Some people didn't like it. They're like, it takes away from Doom. I thought it was a natural progression. I thought it felt like it belonged. And I enjoyed it. Like I thoroughly enjoyed the platforming throughout that game. And the puzzles and stuff like that to find the power-ups and the other little unlockables. Like I enjoyed that stuff. So I thought that was was good. So for me, Doom Eternal, Game of the Year. Mic drop.
The one when you're on the planet, like Earth, when you're on Earth and that, and you're passing by the different hologram statue things, I love listening to what that lady had to say.
Oh yeah, she was talking so much junk.
It was so hysterical.
It's hilarious.
Offer yourselves for our new demon host.
So good.
No.
Good. It's so good. But yeah. That's what's up. So those are our nominees. We went through the list. Not the full list, but the list that mattered to us. And let us know what your picks are in the comments below, or hit us up on Twitter at Fresh Takes Pod. Let us know what your picks are for Game of the Year. We'd love to hear it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna wrap this thing up here. Nick, where can everybody find you?
They can find me at the DS Claw. I'm on Twitter, all the stuff. At the DS Claw. So hit me up. I'll hit you back as quick as I can, and I'd love to hear your guys' take on the games coming out or coming up.
Awesome. Well, I'm Evan. You can find me on Twitter at Bubdrum or on Instagram, which I don't use too much, at Bubdrum81. But really, you should just be talking to the podcast at Fresh Takes Pod on Twitter and Fresh Takes Gaming on Instagram. maybe soon a Facebook page. I hate Facebook. I don't want to do it, but maybe. And if we do that, we'll let you know. Again, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching. The pup is definitely excited that this show is over, and we're gonna close it out. So until next time,
ready for the Facebook page.
That's right, Facebook page. That's right. So until next time, remember, the best game is the game you like to play and how you like to play it. Take care, y'all.